And a very good afternoon. My name is Colin Corrigan and I'll be taking you through this afternoon's match here at Park Esler in Newry in sweltering conditions. It is the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Football Championship Group 4 clash between hosts Down and near neighbours Louth. Down, of course, having their second outing of the campaign, having overcome Offaly. Really had to work for it last week in their opening round match, and Louth coming in while making their bow in this year's championship, their second year back in the intermediate grade after their junior success of 2019. As you can see here, temperatures very warm. I can tell you 24, 25, not quite just as perhaps warm as yesterday, but still fairly sweltering conditions, and that's something that both sets of players are going to have to deal with as this match progresses. Maggie Farrelly from Cavan is today's referee, very experienced official. Maggie, of course, we're about to have Eoin Naveen very shortly, and a minute's silence I think as well in memory of the late Monaghan under 20 captain who sadly passed away tragically on Friday night, Brendan O'Duffy. Our Yeshde Goreva Anam.
The minute's time to start and finish with the referee's whistle.
Yes, the minute silence impeccably observed in memory of the late Brendan O'Duffy, sadly passing away on Friday night. We're about now to have our national anthem, Eoin Naveen. Yeah, so fast approaching throw-in time here at Park Esler in Newry. We can run you through the two teams. I can tell you no late changes on either side from the teams that were announced yesterday or on Friday night. So we start off with the Down team in goal, returning after missing the Offaly game. It's Aisling Bournes between the posts. The full-back line, Orna Kelly, Ciara Bourne and Cara Cunningham. The half-back line, it's Orla Duffy, Megan Doherty and Kim White. At the centre of the field, Aoife Keown being partnered by Una Lavery. The half-forward line then is Niamh Scullion of Rostrevor, Aisling Cull and Louise Duffy, who is the team captain. And the full forward line then, Aoife Laverty, the marquee player really in the Down team, and the Down forward line, 2-11 she scored last week against Offaly. Natasha Ferris of Bryansford wearing the number 14 jersey, and returning today Sarah Doherty in the left corner, another of the Bryansford contingent in the Down team. Now let's switch to Louth, as I say, having their first outing of the championship campaign this afternoon. No late changes on their side either. Una Pearson, one of the longest serving players in their team, lines out between the posts. The full back line then, it's Ailish Hand of the Gerald Lines, Sarah Quinn and Emer Murray is in the left corner. The half back line, Michelle McMahon, Shannon McLaughlin, who is the team captain of Clonagale and Dundalk, and Ciara Nolan of St Feckin's. Lorna Parker, we have Anya Breen alongside Denise McKenna of Clonagale. The half forward line is Aoife Russell of Glen Emmets, Kate Flood and Rebecca Carr wears the number 12 jersey. And the full forward line then, it's Laura Collins of Newtown Blues. On the edge of the square, Lauren Boyle of Cooley Kickham's. Another Cooley player in that full forward line, it is number 15 Niamh Rice. The players now getting in position, so this will be certainly an energy sapping afternoon for all concerned, and as supporters I think, and match officials as well. 24-25 degrees out there at the moment, and in this first half, just looking around, it looks as if Down will be shooting into the canal end here in this this, actually Down will be shooting into the dressing room end in this first half. So lining out for this throw in, see that Megan Doherty has moved to centre field and will be partnered for the throw in here by Niamh Scullion. It's 8 and 9 here, Louth lining out in their away strip, if you like. It's the Tyrone colours, you could say, in their white jerseys and their red togs. So it's Maggie Farrelly now throwing the ball in, and we are underway. We have to have a winner here, incidentally, this afternoon. If it was a draw after the regulation time, there would be extra time and also a free kick competition. That are the rules of the competition. There has to be a winner from this match. And straight away it's Down trying to get their hands on this ball, and they're trying to now come on the attack, launch the first move and first attack of the game. Aoife Laverty in possession now just outside the Louth 45 metre line. Down looking for a settling score here early on. Orla Duffy now coming up, joining the attack. Coming on to this one now, it's Alicia Duffy, the team captain. Referee spots an infringement in there. There was a hand left in, and this is going to be an early opportunity of a Down score. So the hosts are going to have an opportunity now to get the first point on the board, and lining this one up, it's Aisling Cull is preparing to take this kick, and one or two of the Louth players, just one player just in front, getting up now off the ground. So let's see now if this one is on target from Aisling Cull. Had the distance, but it's gone right and wide. So Aisling Cull will be a little bit disappointed with that missed opportunity of putting her team ahead here in the early stages. And Una Pearson's shooting into the sun now. She's got her cap on her. Una Pearson now of the St Bride's Club, formerly of Dowdall's Hill, who unfortunately were disbanded recently. That's not the best kick out, and Aisling Cullen now a chance to make amends for that early miss. Goes for the goal, saved by Una Pearson, but only gets her hand to it and doesn't prevent it from ending up in the back of the net. And Aisling Cull has got the goal, so she didn't get the point from the free, but she's got the goal now. It was a short kick out from Una Pearson, didn't quite work out. Aisling Cull was quick to react and latches onto it and puts the ball beyond Una Pearson. Una Pearson with that outstretched hand, but couldn't keep it out of the back of the net. And the hosts here have the ideal start, less than 2 minutes in, and it's Down with the early advantage, and Louth now having to regroup quickly, and they take it short. Now here's Shannon McLaughlin, the Louth captain. Runs in towards the centre. Louth now looking to settle themselves after giving away that disastrous goal. They'll not be happy about the way that came about. Here is Kate Flood now sending this one long. Kate Flood, that ball just bounces past a couple of players, including Lauren Boyle. Lauren Boyle, one of the really lively Louth forwards, and in that full forward line alongside our Cooley colleague Niamh Rice. But Down now with the early advantage here, looking to make it 2 wins from 2, of course. They really had to battle last week. They were on the back foot quite various stages against Offaly, but were twice indeed 6 points behind in that game, but managed to claw it back and won by a goal in the end. There's another free given away by Louth, and a player is also being marked as well by Maggie Farrelly. That free is taken quickly, but Maggie is not having any of it, and she's decided that it's going to have to be taken again. Standing over this ball now, it's Niamh Scullion. Niamh Scullion now goes for the short one on the 45 metre line. So Down doing most of the early pressing here. That ball sent in, Eilish Hand trying to get a challenge in. She's shoved off the ball, and that's an illegal shove as well on Eilish Hand, and she stayed on the ground as well, the Geraldines player, and this is going to need a little bit of attention indeed, and the referee now going over to speak to the Down player as a result of that push. And a strong challenge going in on Eilish Hand, and thankfully she's getting up on her feet, so it's going to be a free out for Louth, and it's going to be taken by Eilish Hand, so that's not too bad of a knock, thankfully. And she's going to use her goalkeeper Una Pearson, who did take not good hands from Eilish Hand, but she gets her composure back and fists it out. Louth now just have to be careful. They certainly don't want to be making too many mistakes there, with players like Natasha Ferris well capable of punishing them, and Aisling Cull of course as well. But it's Down doing the early pressing here. Aisling Cull has it now once more, has a player running for in the inside, and that one is dropped. A chance for Louth now to break up that move. Denise McKenna trying to get her hands on it, but it's Down now enjoying the lion's share of possession here in the early stages. Aisling Cull has it once more, fisting it in towards the centre. Una Lavery now getting her hands on it. That goes between a couple of players, but picking up this loose one now is Cara Cunningham. Cunningham now just inside, as you can see, her own half of the field. And Louth now just struggling, trying to get players behind the ball, but struggling to get their hands back in it, but that's a little bit better. And Denise McKenna now breaks up that Down move, and a chance now for Aoife Russell to get something going here for Louth. Here's Kate Flood. Kate, of course, another of the long-serving players in this Louth team, was away in Australia towards the early part of last year, but came back and of course played in the intermediate. She was the junior championship winning captain back in 2019, departed for Australia soon after that indeed. Here come Down now. They've broken up that Louth move, and it's Aoife Laverty now coming forward. Louth struggling to close the play. They're down players down here. It's Alicia Duffy who has it, cutting between a couple of runners, and she's got a free as well. Another free given away by the Louth defence, and a chance here for Down to get another score on the board. So 1 goal to no score. That that goal coming after 2 minutes of play, and it is going to be on this occasion Natasha Ferris lining this one up. So it's going to be a chance here for another Down score, this time a point, sending it in long, and that one looks to be on target, and it is over the crossbar, and it is Natasha Ferris with her first point of the afternoon, and that now makes it 1-1 for Down, no score for Louth, and you'd have to say no more than Down deserve at this early stage of proceedings. They have been the better of the teams, faster out of the blocks, you'd have to say. Louth using that short kick out once again. They do it just a settling score now at this stage of the game. Nice bit of hands, nice bit of teamwork here. A combination play here by Louth, and they're moving the ball into the danger zone. It's Michelle McMahon now has it, but the pass let her down. Michelle McMahon, who was the junior championship winning captain of 2015 for Louth at Croke Park, but that one just didn't work out for her, and it's a chance now for Down to launch the classic counter-attack up towards Natasha Ferris. Just couldn't control it on that occasion, and that one breaks down. Kieran Nolan getting her hands on it now, back in towards the centre. Louth now breaking from defence. That ball played forward up over the 45 metre line. Trying to get her hands on it there was Lauren Boyle, but good defending, and Down get the free, taken quickly. So Down 1-1, Louth no score. Louth have not got inside the Down 20 metre line. They've not created anything so far in this game in the early stages. Louth now trying desperately to defend against this. Good play there by Ailish Hand to win that one back, and now Louth breaking on the far side of the field. Can they get something on the scoreboard here? Can they create an opportunity? That one played in, but again Down have it under control, and Down just looked that little bit more composed and a little bit better organised here at the moment. Here's Leisha Duffy. That ball played in towards the corner. Just skips past there Natasha Ferris on this occasion, and that one, it's still in play. Ailish Hand back there. Now she's got it again. Ailish Hand plays it inside. That's inviting Emer Murray to come on to this one. Now have to be careful now. That's not good control in the end there by Kieran Nolan. The ball is on the ground, but luckily for Louth they get the free out of it. Kieran Nolan takes it herself, takes it quickly, looking to pick out Niamh Rice in there, but again that amounts to nothing. And Down doing their job in that half back line, controlling proceedings and snuffing out any danger that's in there. Still Down now, just comfortably playing around the middle third of the field. Here's Una Lavery. Lavery now to Aisling Cull once again. Decides to go more direct this time with it, but that's a little bit asking a little bit too much there of the Down full forward Natasha Ferris, and that one is cut out, and it's worked out by Aoife Russell in towards the centre. Here's Shannon McLaughlin now. Shannon, who is the Louth captain this year, taking over the captaincy. She's a PE and maths teacher in her hometown Dundalk, plays her football with the Clonagale club. Didn't always play Gaelic football. When she was at college she was more renowned as a rugby and a basketball player, but Gaelic definitely her first love, and she's now the Louth captain. Very assertive player, likes to come forward as well. At the moment here though, she'll be a little bit concerned, I think, just the way this game has started for our team. Now trying to work her way into space here is Leisha Duffy, and Leisha Duffy has won the free as well. Louth giving away quite a few frees, and now another chance for Down to get a score on the board. So 1-1 to no score after 8 minutes of play, and it's going to be Natasha Ferris coming over to take this one. Deadly accurate from these sort of positions, underlined by her performance last week against Offaly, when Down were really put to the pin of their collar in that game, but somehow dug out the victory. Here she comes now, connects with it well, and that's straight over the black spot. And Natasha Ferris in those sort of situations rarely misses opportunities like that. It's now 1-2 for Down, no score for Louth after almost 9 minutes of play. It's all Down here in the early stages. Louth struggling to get any kind of foothold in this game. That will be worrying their manager, Wayne Freeman. Freeman, the Monasterevin man, in his second year as Louth manager. And of course, Louth this day 3 weeks ago did win promotion out of Division 4 in the National Football League with a victory over Leitrim, a team that beat them in the first round of the league, but Louth atoning for that defeat, and a very assertive performance it was in Clonus that day, though, 3 weeks ago. And so Louth have had to wait 3 weeks. Perhaps that the benefit of a game last week may be standing Down in good stead, but we'll wait and see how things pan out. But Louth should be still in all should be fairly fresh, but at the moment here they're playing second fiddle. Megan Doherty now fisting that ball on. showing a commanding presence there in defence. The ball now slipping past a couple of players who are trying to get a foot underneath it. Here is Michelle McMahon, but a second to that one, and now Down still coming forward with it, growing in confidence as this first half progresses. As you can see, the pitch certainly taking the effects of the sun and the hot weather, playing its part in the state of the Park Esler pitch here. As mentioning earlier, it's a bit like the Wimbledon tennis at the end of the 2 weeks. The yellow patches on it, and now Louth have given another free, and Natasha Ferris inevitably coming over on the edge of the big D to take this one on. And one she'd be very confident, I'm sure, of slotting over the crossbar. Exactly 10 minutes gone here at Park Esler on a very hot day in Newry. And it's going to be Natasha Ferris. Here she comes. Didn't get the height in it this time. Una Pearson gets her foot to it, and Louth get away with it there. They were probably expecting that one to sail over the crossbar, but Louth managed to keep it out. Coming forward now with it, it's their midfielder Anya Breen, far side of the field. But Louth are just not getting that ball into those danger zones, and some of their forwards so far a bit isolated there in that full forward line. Now he's a little bit better. Coming forward is Rebecca Carr, and referee says there was a hand left in, and Rebecca Carr has done well. She's won the free, so a chance here for Louth, a rare opportunity. It's Kate Flood who's standing with the ball in her hands just inside the 45 metre line. So this one now, and whatever breeze is blowing down there, just looking at the flags, it is favouring Louth in this first half. So it's going to be Kate Flood. Let's see now if she can make this one count. Louth's first opportunity really in front of the post, swings it in, and this one is gone left and wide from the Pat's Lordship player. First chance for Louth, first wide of the afternoon for the wee county. These two teams, of course, are neighbouring counties, but they wouldn't have played all that much against each other in competitive fare. Speaking to some of the players during the week, can't remember any competitive matches of note over the last number of years. They would have met in a couple of challenge games, all right, but of course Down operating longer in the intermediate grade. Their only one and only intermediate success was back in 2014 when they beat Fermanagh in the final. Louth, of course, have been in plenty of junior finals, have won some, have lost some. Wouldn't have a great pedigree at intermediate level though. Now taking on our marker here, it's Leisha Duffy, a little bit isolated, looking for a little bit of support, and gets it. Down of players over here, two players in absolute acres of room, and one of them is Aisling Cull, fisting it forward into the danger zone. Running onto this one now is Kim White. Back to Aisling Cull once again, player showing for it. And this could be an opportunity, another scoring chance here for Down. It's floated in and it's sent in and it's gone in off the post and it's gone over the crossbar. Another score, and this time it's their midfielder. It's Aoife Keown who's got the point. Aoife Keown with her first point of the afternoon, making it now 1 goal and 3 to no score. But the marking really gone all astray there as far as Louth were concerned. Too much space for too many Down players, and it was a case of just sizing it up and who was going to take on the opportunity. And so after 13 minutes of play almost, it's 1-3 to no score. We'll have the water breaks coming in the not too distant future, and I think Louth would probably appreciate the water break more than Down at this stage, just to try and get their thoughts together and just try to regroup a little bit. Nice play here now by Niamh Rice. She hasn't seen much of the ball so far. Swings it in. That's more in hope, I think, than confidence, and it's easily cut out by the Down goalkeeper. A little bit of a loose pass. She has to be careful now not to give it away. Aisling Burns now out towards that far side of the field, and Down now able to come out of defence with it and running forward with it. So that effort from Niamh Rice falling short. You feel that Louth very soon need to get a score on the board just to give themselves any hope in this game. If Down go on to record victory, remember they will be in the knockout stages, and it would leave Louth facing a winner-takes-all clash then with Offaly to see who would claim that other knockout place. Down doing well here, that ball played down towards the corner. Promising move here, another opportunity for Down to get a score on the board. This one is gone though off the outside of the post. It was Leisha Duffy, the team captain, with that opportunity. It's floated in, but it's gone off the outside of the post, and it goes down as Down's second wide of this first half. Almost 14 minutes gone here at a sun-baked Park Esler. Una Pearson deciding again to go for the short one through the middle. It's Aoife Russell now picking this ball up. Louth now trying to get something going for themselves. Can they get a score before the water break, just to give themselves a little bit of a lift? Shannon McLaughlin now sending that ball forward. This now is Rebecca Carr fisting it on. Here's Laura Collins now. Laura Collins, two players trying to close her down, but she does well. Still moving inside the 45 metre line. That one is going to fall short, and it may well be a free from where the ball lands, and I think it is going to be a free. It is going to be a free on the 13-metre line, so an opportunity, a golden opportunity for Louth to get a point on the board at long last. That was a foul on Laura Collins as she pulled the trigger on that opportunity, and it is going now to be Lauren Boyle, the Cooley Kickham's player. Yes, here she comes now on the 13-metre line, and that's no difficulty for Lauren Boyle. It is over the crossbar, and Louth badly needed that score so much. It's come from Lauren Boyle over the crossbar, and that 13-metre free, and there is the whistle for the first water break of the afternoon, and it comes at the end of an opening quarter which has been dominated really by the Down girls. They've really set out their stall from a very early stage, and Louth have really left themselves with a lot to do. A little bit of a confidence booster with that point, that free from Lauren Boyle just before the water break, but that early score, of course, settling down, let's say, right down in the early stages of the game. Aisling Cull with the goal after the kick out that didn't go according to plan for Louth. Aisling had missed a free just moments before that, but certainly made amends with the goal, which was deflected in. Una Pearson did get her hand to it, but it ended up in the back of the net, and really Down kicking on from that point. Natasha Ferris with the next two scores, and then Aoife Keoghan, the midfielder, chipping in with a third point to leave it 1-3 to no score after 13 minutes of play. And just then, before the water break was called, we had that close range free won by Laura Collins, sent over the crossbar by Lauren Boyle. So we're almost ready to resume. So the liquids have been taken on board now by both sets of players, and it is Down very much in control of this game, but still a long way to go. It'll be interesting to see the conditions, how they will affect this game. There will be, I'm sure, a lot of tired limbs as the game ticks by, but at the moment anyway, Down are very much on the front foot, and they're coming forward now once again from that kick out. Coming into space here now, it's Aoife Laverty. That ball sent in, that's a dangerous looking one, and good control there, good play there by it was Ciara Nolan indeed, intercepting that one, and now Rebecca Carr in possession for Louth. Just turns around her marker, has to be careful not to give away possession. Louth now coming on the attack down this near side of the field. Here's Kate Flood. Kate Flood in towards the centre. Denise McKenna, the native of Dublin, former Fingallians player. Denise joined the Louth panel at the start of the year, and has certainly had a big impact and made a big presence in this team. Denise playing our club football with Clonagale and Dundalk. But that Louth move comes to nothing again. Louth just can't get that forward line working, and can't get those passes in, and just can't get anything really going for themselves. Referee playing the advantage, and ball now coming up the field once again, and Louth have to be careful now not to give away another scoring opportunity here. Emma Murray closing down her marker, and that's well intercepted, and now a chance for Aoife Russell to break with this one. Louth now coming on the attack, so they've trying to turn defence now into an attack. Ball far side the field, Denise McKenna underneath it. Player looking for it now, and in a lot of room is Rebecca Carr. Rebecca Carr now. Louth now just putting together this move and enjoying a little bit of time on the ball for a change. That's well won now, and it's Lauren Boyle, or Niamh Rice rather, who is one that runs into a challenge, heavy challenge going in there on Niamh Rice, and that's going to be a free in, and perhaps is there going to be action taken here by Maggie Farrelly. Megan Doherty protesting her innocence. I don't think there's going to be a card produced, but Niamh Rice certainly feeling the effects of that knock and that challenge, and it is going to be a free in though when play resumes. And attention now just being given to Niamh Rice, who was trying to close in on the Down goal. This is just another slight break now in play, as Louth will look to get another score on the board. 1-3 to a point with just under 18 minutes gone in this first half, and thankfully she is up on her feet and looks good to go again, and not too serious of a knock in the end. So play is about to resume. So Niamh Rice up on her feet, and it's going to be left now to Laura Collins to try and swing this one in and over the crossbar. Louth need every opportunity and need to take every chance that comes the way, you feel. So just inside the large D, as you can see, it's Laura Collins with a chance here to narrow the deficit for Louth. Right footed, and that's deadly accurate from Laura Collins. And Louth now will be taking a little bit of inspiration now. They've got the last two scores of the game, both coming from frees, 1-3 to 2 points. So Louth just edging that little bit closer, but still Down with a decent lead for themselves. Aisling Bournes now going for the short kick out and miscommunication, and the referee has blown her whistle. And what is she given here? And she's actually given the free out to Down and taking a note of another name, but that wasn't the best of kickouts from Aisling Bournes. But now she's a chance to make amends and might decide to go a little bit longer. She's going to go across the field with it this time. A little bit of a chancy one once more, but it works out okay. Looks like Aoife Keown underneath this one, and Down still pinned back in their own defence here at the moment, playing it across the field. That ball now played forward. So Down just Louth just beginning to get a little bit of momentum going for themselves, putting a little bit more pressure on the Down backs here at the moment as well. They need to get their hands on it though. Laura Collins in there is trying to wrestle possession back for Louth, but Down happy to keep ball at the moment. Ball now played in towards the centre and running onto this one now. Orla Duffy. Duffy now flicks it forward. Down do look dangerous every time they break inside the Louth half of the field. Spilling the ball there for a second was Kim White, but Down now have it back again with Natasha Ferris. Natasha Ferris trying to get around the challenge. Good defending. Well, thought it was good defending, but in the end, Ciara Bourne, or rather Sarah Quinn, has given away the free. Sarah Quinn, the Louth full back, looked to be a decent challenge on Natasha Ferris, but the referee saw it otherwise, and in the end it has gone for a Down free. And now Natasha Ferris looking to punish Louth for that indiscrepancy. That one is sent in, but it is off target. It's waved wide by the umpire. Wide number 3 for Down. Natasha Ferris on this occasion not on target. Coming up to the 20-minute mark in this opening half. The scoreboard reading on Down: 1 goal and 3 points on Louth, 2 points in this TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Football Championship Group 4 clash, the second fixture in this section. Down with that win already under their belts from last weekend against Offaly. Offaly the third team in this section. Here come Down now, raiding forward once more, running into space here. Leisha Duffy, she's taken too much out of it and she's giving away the free. A little bit too much taken out of it by Leisha Duffy, and the referee blows the whistle. That'll be relief for Louth. And Una Pearson now running out from their goalkeeping position to take this free. Decides to go short with it. Far side of the field, it's picked up by Eilish Han, far side. Now it's with Emer Murray. Inside now it goes, Murray getting it back, looking for options, flicking it forward to Aoife Russell. Aoife Russell now up over halfway. Inside it goes now. Here's Michelle McMahon. Back it goes now to Rebecca Carr, coming forward with it. Good movement here and a good interception as well, but it's won back now by Kate Flood. Kate Flood now, can she work herself into a scoring position? It's on her right hand side, sends it in, but there was... Well, the referee signals that Kate Flood has given away the free. Indeed, it's going to be a free out, in fact, for Down. So that was an opportunity of a Louth point, but the referee has blown against Louth, and it's going to be a free out, in fact. So a free out for Down, and it's Megan Doherty now gaining possession, coming soloing forward with it, and running into a challenge, but referee says that that was an illegal straight into the Louth player, and Megan Doherty is going to be spoken to. She's running back, Megan Doherty. She's a big physical presence on the field in that defensive role, and the Louth player just feeling the effects of that knock. It is going to be a free for Louth, a free in, and it is going to be standing over it here. It is going to be Niamh Rice. So a chance for Louth now to get another score on the board with almost 22 minutes gone in this first half. They certainly have come back into it more, Louth, but just would need another score or two, you feel, just to put Down under serious pressure. Well, the scores have dried up a little bit for Down as well. They've had those 3 wides, and just waiting for this injury now to be seen to and to be attended to. And we will be ready to resume. So Louth still with that closing game against Offaly, a team they beat in the earlier rounds of the National League. So Louth probably going into that Offaly game in the final series of games as favourites, but they'll not be thinking about Offaly just yet. They'll be very much focused on trying to get something out of this game and trying to win it and get a win on the board in this Group 4 campaign. Denise McKenna, incidentally, is the player that is going to take the free when this injury is sorted out. She's the one standing with the ball in her hands. It's Lauren Boyle. So we've had 2 injuries, Niamh Rice and Lauren Boyle, both suffering knocks in this first half. Well, Denise McKenna would have taken the free had Lauren Boyle not been fit to take it on after that knock, but she is, in fact, and it's going to be Lauren Boyle now. looking for her second score of this first half. This one is floated in and it's floated over the crossbar, and Lauren Boyle doesn't let that injury disrupt her too much, puts it over the bar. So 3 scores now for Louth, all coming from frees, and it narrows it to a 1-score game. Louth have crept back into this fixture, so they are just trying to get that bit closer now. We're on to almost 24 minutes in this first half, and Down just now looking to win back control of this game, but they're well in a battle now. All of a sudden, here's Kim White now, ball played down along this near side of the field. One well, showing for it well there was Leisha Duffy. She's had a good first half so far. Now is Aoife Laverty has it. Aoife Laverty now at number 13 in her back. Thought about going for the pass now. She finds one of her players, her colleagues. It's Aoife Keown. Back it goes now and turn again to Aoife Laverty. The angle there wasn't right. Louth defending well, closing down the angles. Inside to Aisling Cull, coming through now once again. Here is Aoife Laverty, and she's been penalised. She's overcarried and she's given away the free. Louth looking a little bit more organised in defence as well at the moment, and winning that free. Louth are Down not just having any joy on that occasion, and Louth now coming out with Sarah Quinn. Sarah Quinn now facing this fall forward to Denise McKenna. You just sense there's a little bit more confidence growing in this Louth team and this Louth performance, and that's a poor kick by Denise McKenna. Tried to pick out one of our forwards but didn't quite work out from Denise McKenna, and it's Down who come away with it. Ball now on this near side of the field. It's with Aoife Keown in towards the centre. Here's Cara Cunningham. Ball now far side the field. Down now looking to finish this half strongly. Louth have to try and stand this one up and will be determined not to give away the free as well. A loose ball played in, but it's still Down retaining possession. Back it turned to Aoife Keown once more. Natasha Ferris giving chase after this one. Not good play there in the end by Emer Murray, and Emer Murray does well and gets the free. Emer Murray gets the verdict. Good play by the Louth cornerback, the St Kevin's player. Ball now breaking. There was a little bit of a nudge there on Denise McKenna, who is also coming more and more into this game, beginning to make her presence felt. That's a good intelligent ball played forward. It's worked out well here for Niamh Rice. She's inside the 45 metre line. Still Niamh Rice moving forward. Referee not playing the advantage. He's called play back, taking a note again of a name, and it's going to be a free for Louth. Denise McKenna moving forward, contemplating the quick free, the short free, but it's going to be left in fact, and it is going to be Niamh Rice to take it on. So Niamh Rice now looking for her first score of the afternoon. All 3 Louth points, remember, have come from place balls, all coming from frees. 1-3 to 3. Here comes Rice now with the kick. That one sent in short. Denise McKenna tried to get a flick on it in there. Does get a flick on it, but it doesn't take a second deflection, and it's gone out of play, and it's waved wide eventually. So that's Louth's second wide of this first half. But they are very much back in the game, and Down have not scored since the 13th minute when Aoife Keown found the range. So they've gone almost a quarter of an hour since their last score. That'll be of concern to their management team of Kiva Sloan and Peter Lynch, the way the scores and the opportunities have dried up. But in all cases, you always expect the opposition to have a purple patch, which Louth are probably getting that at the moment. Here's Denise McKenna flicking it inside. Here's Lauren Boyle. What can she make of this one? Goes for the pass, a little bit over the head there of Kate Flood. Has to be first to this one, wins it well. Kate Flood, plenty of energy about her now. Can she work herself into a scoring position? She's been crowded out of it, and she's been penalised. The Down defence again doing its job, and Kate Flood probably a little bit frustrated there, was a little bit isolated as well. And the free goes Down's way, and that'll just settle things down now in the Down defence. So it remains 1-3 to 3 points. Almost 3.5 minutes or so to go of the 30. And the ball now just been thrown back by the Down goalkeeper Aisling Burns, back between the posts this weekend for this second round fixture. Louth, for their part, winning the junior championship in 2019, beating Fermanagh in the final at Croke Park last year, their first year back in the intermediate. Eventually went out to eventual finalist Westmeath in the match played in Ashbourne last season. But Louth will be looking to build on that experience of last year, and of course their recent Division 4 National League success. Now they've broken up that down move. Here's Kate Flood now winning it well. Player in the overlap is Niamh Rice, one Peninsula player to the other. That one just a little bit too far in front perhaps of Lauren Boyle. She does well though, extremely well to keep it in play. Still Lauren Boyle now working herself into a scoring position. It'll still be a tremendous point if she gets it, but it goes across the face of goal and it's gone left and wide. Well, Lauren Boyle had the right intention there, but the execution. She was under pressure though from her marker, in fairness to her. 3 wides apiece, but that early goal is still separating the teams. That goal after 2 minutes from Aisling Cull separating the teams here in the run into half time on a very, very warm and humid day here at Park Esler in Uri. This has been a busy venue. Yesterday, of course, it hosted the Ulster men's clash between Monaghan and Armagh. And that kick out only finds its way as far as Rebecca Carr. Louth now coming on the attack. Another score before half time would be just a tonic for them. Here's Neve Rice goes for the lateral pass far side the field. Denise McKenna letting that ball run, and Louth doing extremely well to retain possession and winning that ball. A couple of players now looking for it, coming forward now. Louth an opportunity perhaps just in the run into half time, but that's well intercepted. Brilliant play by Megan Doherty, and Down have cut that one out and coming out with it now in defence. So that amounting to nothing there as far as Louth are concerned. That move breaking down. But Down at the moment here are a little bit on the back foot here. A little bit of a loose pass. The hand was left in there by Denise McKenna. Not happy with that decision, but it has gone Down's way. Referee Maggie Farley just taking a note of another name. We've played now almost a half hour. And that free taken short. Megan Doherty sending it left footed over towards Una Lavery. Down now coming on the attack. Una Lavery running into a half a challenge there from Denise McKenna. And the free goes Louth's way. It didn't look to be a whole pile in that one, but Down not happy at that decision. To be fair, it looked like a 50-50 situation, but Louth have got the verdict. They'll not complain. It's Denise McKenna who's won it, and she's the one that's going to take it. Plays it short to Kieran Nolan. Kieran Nolan, whose mother Martina is the county PRO. A lot of Tipperary connections as well, Kira Nolan. Ball played forward now. Here's Rebecca Carr. Has to be careful not to give away possession. Down in there, Rebecca Carr gives away the free. Just left her leg a little bit hanging there, a little bit too long, and that's going to be a free out for Down. We are now fast approaching the end of this opening half, and the Down physio coming running out onto the field, but I don't think there's going to be attention needed in the end, and we are ready to resume with this short Down free all the way back to goalkeeper Aisling Bournes. So Down now have not scored since the 13th minute. Remember, since the water break we've had only 2 scores, both going Louth's way. So opportunities hard to come by, scores even harder to come by in the last few minutes of this game. Here's Kim White now, trying to look to get something going here for Down in the dying embers of this opening half. That ball though rolls out over the sideline. Line ball for Louth. It's going to be taken by Kieran Nolan. Plays it in short, in towards the centre. This is the Louth fullback Sarah Quinn getting her hands on it. The ball sent long by Rebecca Carr. She's not too happy at that pass as it kept in play. It's gone out over the sideline. She knew as soon as she connected with that ball that it wasn't going to stay in play. Asking a little bit too much there of Lauren Boyle and Neve Rice, but Down now with that line ball. It's with Neve Scullion. Plays it in towards that far side, and Down now coming on the attack. Far side of the field, it's Aisling Cull now has it. Looking for options. A couple of players with their hands up here. 2 of the midfielders looking for possession. Now it's with Aoife Keown, already with 1 point on the board for herself. On that one, that's a superb block. Brilliant play there by Louth, and they've knocked that one down and they've intercepted it. And now a chance. It was Shannon McLaughlin who got the block in. Indeed, the Louth captain gets the return pass now from our Clanagale colleague Denise McKenna. Here's Kate Flood now, has a look up, has to go for the short one though. Denise McKenna now in possession once more. Louth players calling for it now, and one of those is Rebecca Carr. What can she do this one? Still Rebecca Carr. Sells a dummy to our marker, instant to space. Here's Kate Flood now. Could there be an opportunity of another Louth score? That one blocked down by Megan Doherty. It's taken a deflection. Keeper has to be careful. Makes a clean catch in it though. Under pressure there from Lauren Boyle. Gets the danger away though, and Megan Doherty now mopping that one up and coming soloing out of her own defence with it. Still Megan Doherty now on her own 45 metre line in towards the centre, and there is the half time whistle from referee Maggie Farrelly, and really a half of 2 halves as you like really. Down absolutely storming out of the starting blocks, building up that early 6-point lead for themselves after 13 minutes of play. The early goal setting the tone for them through Aisling Cull, and they built on that with the next 3 scores, 2 of those coming from Natasha Ferris and then Aoife Keown, the midfielder, making it 1-3 to no score. Louth looked to be in grave difficulty, it has to be said, at that stage of the game, but they got a lifeline with the next score, their first point, which came after a quarter of an hour's play, a close-in free from Lauren Boyle. Soon after, the water break followed, and Louth just picked up the momentum thereafter. They got the next 2 scores, both from frees, from Laura Collins and then Lauren Boyle. So the difference is just that goal from Aisling Cull. We have a game on our hands certainly here, and Down, well, they will not be happy with the way they started the game, but how they faded indeed after the start they had made in the match, after that blistering start, scoring a goal in 3 without reply. But their challenge, you'd have to say, has faded a bit thereafter. They've allowed get a stranglehold back in the game. Louth still have a lot to work to do. You would feel they haven't scored yet from play, but they're back in it. There's only 1 score the difference here at half time. So here at the interval in this TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Football Championship Round 2 match in Group 4. At the break, it is the hosts here in Newry, Down, who lead, but it's only a 1-goal lead. It's 1-3 for Down. It's Louth 3 points. Yes, and we're back here at Park Esler in Newry, ready for the start of the second half in this TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Football Championship Group 4 clash between Down and Louth. The players just breaking away now from the half-time team talks and getting in position now for the start of the second half. So Down turning over with that 1 goal advantage, 1-3 to 3 points. So can Down pick up after that great start they made? Can they get their mojo back? Can they get a foothold back in this game? Because certainly the second quarter before half-time, Louth coming back more and more into it, and just one score the difference between here the teams at half time. Just looking around to see, I don't think there are any personnel changes. We'll let you know if there are any alterations made by either management team, but it doesn't look as if that is the case. But I think given the conditions, we can expect the respective benches to be emptied as this second half progresses on what is still a very, very warm day here at Park Esler. Maggie Fowley ready to throw the ball in, and we're back underway, and Louth straight away trying to come on the attack. They have it now at the centre of the field, as you can see. Here's Rebecca Carr, that ball sent long. Underneath this one now, Lauren Boyle, but a hand in interception there coming. One of the Down defenders, it was Orna Kelly, I think, who got her hand to it. Louth have it back now, looking for the opening score of this second half. It's Rebecca Carr now coming soloing forward. Thought about going for the pass. Now she finds Lauren Boyle. Lauren Boyle just dropped it for a second, but gets her composure back and in control of it again, trying to run herself into a scoring position. Left footed, in it goes from Lauren Boyle, but that one has gone right and wide. So first opportunity of the second half falling Louth's way. That would have been a great one for them to get, and a real confidence booster for the second half, but it hasn't happened on this occasion. And it's going to be a kick out instead to Aisling Burns on the 13 metre line. Up over the 45 it goes, past 2 players, and picking up this loose one now is Aoife Russell. So Rebecca Carr, Michelle McMahon now getting her hands on it as well. Louth now trying to get something going once more. That one sent along by Laura Collins. Up it goes now to Kate Flood. Kate Flood now turns on a sixpence, sending it across the face of goal, but that's off target once again. So in quick succession, 2 wides being registered by Louth at the beginning of this second half, and they stay a goal adrift. 1-3 for Down, Louth 3 points in this Group 4 clash. If Down do go on to seal victory out of this one, remember they will be in the knockout stages. Louth will still have to play Offaly in their final game, and they would be the winners of that then who would progress along with Down out of Group 4. So here come Down now on the attack. It's Aoife Laverty. Aoife Laverty now turning inside and still on the attack. Trying to stand her up there was Aoife Russell. That ball played in was underneath that one, and good defending by Emer Murray. Here's Ailish Hand now. That ball sent in and it takes a deflection. Louth have to be careful now not to give away another free. A ball on the ground, very close to being on the ground, but Down have managed to get their hands back in it. Out it comes, sent in, and this one is gone in and it's gone over the crossbar. Down have got the point, the first score of the second half, and that's a crucial one, and that'll lift Down certainly no end. And it's Aisling Cull who has got it, the player who got the first score of the game, that goal. It's now 1-4 to 3 points, so a 4-point cushion here for Down. Their first score since the 13th minute of the game, would you believe? They've had to wait 2 minutes into the second half for it to arrive, but they've got it. And now Louth looking to respond. It's Denise McKenna sending it long, left-footed. Racing after this one now is Lauren Boyle. Has support coming from Laura Collins. Laura Collins now thought about going for the pass. Now she picks out Michelle McMahon. Louth now moving inside the 45 metre line. Denise McKenna wrestling for possession, does well to control it. Referee bending down there, thought that ball was going to go over her head. There's a player on the overlap, could be a chance on here for Louth perhaps of a score. That ball flicked inside, little bit of a loose pass, and it's intercepted brilliantly, and again the Down defence doing its job well, and that amounts to nothing again for Louth. And Down now on the attack, far side of the field, in towards the centre it goes. Little bit of a loose control there by Down, the ball on the ground. Referee signals that that's going to have to be thrown up. 50-50 situation, and it's going to be a hot ball, and into contested now. It's Denise McKenna and Megan Doherty on the 45 metre line. So 1-4 to 3, Down in front, and it's Megan Doherty. Control it there for a second, got her hand on the ball, and Down have possession now, just inside the 45 metre line. Out towards this near side it comes. Here's Sarah Doherty. Sarah Doherty now in towards the middle, has the confidence now to run on a couple of Louth players, still has possession. Down now coming on the attack. This could be danger here for Louth. Still Down in possession. Ball flicked across towards this near side of the field. It's with Aisling Cull. Down towards the corner it goes. Natasha Ferris being shadowed all the way by Sarah Quinn, and there has been a push in there, and it's going to be a free. Natasha Ferris winning the free, and it's going to be an opportunity here for Down. It looks as if it's going to be Aisling Cull to take this one on, and a chance here for Down to get another score on the board with almost 5 minutes gone in the second half. The hosts leading here by 1-4 to 3 points. That one though is off target. It's played short, didn't really connect with it all that well, and it's brought away by the Louth defence. Louth now trying to mount something again for themselves up towards the centre. Here's Denise McKenna. Denise McKenna now just taking it on her toe, holding play up. Now she's got a bit of support. Here's Aoife Russell. Russell now coming forward with it. Rides a challenge well. Here's Laura Collins. Collins now spots one of the Louth attackers in there, but tried to pick her out. It was Niamh Rice she was trying to get onto it, but that's a loose clearance by the Down defence. A couple of mistakes now being made by both teams, not the clearest of passages of play here. Ball now on the ground. It's picked up well by Louth. It's with Lauren Boyle, player on the overlap. Here's Kate Flood sending it short. Now Niamh Rice coming onto it. Louth now have to be very patient to try and get something going, and that one is blocked down. And the player who had that chance, well, it was Anya Breen, but a good defending by Down on this occasion, and they intercepted, they get it away, and they're coming now on the counter-attack. Aisling Cull getting her hands on it, and Down now mounting a challenge far side of the field, coming inside the 45 metre line. A couple of players looking for possession. They went over the head there of Aoife Laverty, not the best of passes, but that loose ball is being picked up by Aisling Cull once again, going through a lot of work here at the moment. Aisling Cull. Back it goes now. Player in possession is Aoife Keown. Aoife Keown, Louth trying to cut this one out, and good interception, and Louth defence doing its job well. And coming away with it now, Denise McKenna. McKenna now, and goes between two players, has the confidence to run this one and to run forward with it. Inside the Down half of the field, it's still Denise McKenna, needs a bit of support. She's got it now from Laura Collins. Collins now towards this near side of the field. Now it's with Rebecca Carr again. Rebecca Carr flicking it inside. Here's Laura Collins once more. Laura Collins gets the return pass to Laura Collins. Can she finish it off with a score? Sends in a high looping kick from Laura Collins, and that is an excellent point at the end of a brilliant move by the Louth girls, and it's Laura Collins with the score. Louth's first point from play in this game, and it's Laura Collins who has got it. Well taken and well executed by Louth. That move indeed started inside their own half of the field, and Louth finish it off with a much needed score. The first point of the second half. They've had to wait for it 7 minutes in to get it, and now can they take a bit of confidence from that? They haven't once more now. Aoife Russell getting through a lot of work on at the moment. Now it's with Laura Collins once more into space. Here comes Michelle McMahon. That ball played into space. Here's Laura Collins. It's in fact Lauren Boyle. Lauren Boyle has been pushed, and it's going to be a free in for Louth. Lauren Boyle doing well to win the free. And she was the jersey was pulled. The referee is indicating her arm was being pulled, and coming over to take it now is Niamh Rice. So Lauren Boyle, the Cooley player, winning the free, and Niamh Rice going to take on the opportunity now to narrow the deficit to a 2-point game. 1-4 to 4 as it stands, and just looking to see if there's one or two changes here being contemplated. And Down, I think, are about to make a change very shortly, but let's see now if Niamh Rice can land this point and bring it to a 2-point game and keep her team very much in contention in this second round fixture. She's taking her time about it. She wants to make sure this is going to be on target. Swings it in right footed, and this is over the crossbar from Niamh Rice this time. Niamh Rice, who was on target in the first half, gets another free. 1 goal and 4 now to 5 points is how it stands here at Park Esler. So yes, and that change just being confirmed now, and number 24 is in for Down, and that is Jessica Foy. So Jessica Foy with that coming into the action now with the 8 minutes gone in the second half. So Louth now, well, that score, just checking, I don't think it's gone up on the scoreboard. It is 1-4 to 5 points. That's how it stands. Just hasn't got up on the scoreboard down to our left-hand side. But it certainly is a 2-point game. 1-4 to 5 points. And from that kick out, Aisling Burns picking out one of our players. So down now. A few questions being asked now after giving away those last couple of scores. And Louth again doing well in defence. It's picked up. Good defending there by Louth. I think it was Aoife Russell who may have got her hands on it there, and Louth now a chance for them to break from the centre of the field. It was in fact Ailey's hand with that vital interception in towards the middle now. Here's Kate Flood. Kate Flood now getting round the challenge. Still Kate Flood now plays that ball forward up towards this near side. Running on to this one now and trying to pick it up is Lauren Boyle. Still Lauren Boyle causing a few problems here for our two markers. Still Lauren Boyle, that low centre of gravity, and she has been pushed and she's got her free. Good play by Lauren Boyle. Clever play by the young Cooley player. She's got the free. So 1-4 to 5 points. This to narrow it to a 1-point game. Referee with the notebook out, just taking a note of a name again, Maggie Farrelly. But Lauren Boyle with the opportunity here of the score. That point has gone up for Louth on the board now, belatedly. So it is 1-4 to 5 as we look on the scoreboard and down towards the left-hand side. As we look out from the stand. So here it is, the score, the chance for Lauren Boyle. She sliced her kick there, didn't connect with it very well, Lauren Boyle. She'll be disappointed with that one. It's Louth's third wide of the second half. Could it be costly? So it stays a 2-point game. Down still with their noses in front, but they have only scored 1 point since that 13-minute score in the first half. 1 point that Aisling Cull point 2 minutes into the second half. So not very much to show for their efforts down. And that's a good, well-directed kick, and Megan Doherty has gone to ground, feeling the effects there of a challenge going in, and the referee having words here with, taking a note, I think it might have been Rebecca Carr, and just signalling that Rebecca Carr, telling her that she's going to have to be careful, but it's Megan Doherty quickly up on her feet. In fact, I think it was Aoife Keown. In fact, the player who's taken the free was it was Aoife Keown who took the free, but it was Megan Doherty, the player that went down under that knock, that challenge. So down now coming forward with it. They have the lead still, but it's a very delicate lead at this stage of the game. Aoife Keenan playing it across. The game now just beginning to open up a little bit. Down now, trying to get their hands on it, trying to control it at the centre of the field. Breaking inside the Louth half now. Coming forward with it now is Aisling Cull. Always looks very dangerous when in possession. Plays it safe, picking out a player on the far side of the field. Down now coming forward with it once more. Trying to get or toe under this ball is Kieran Nolan, and Louth have done well and they've broken up that latest down move. Ball played in towards the centre. Chance now for Louth to come on the attack once more. It's with Anya Breen offloading it quickly. Still Louth coming in the attack. It's with Kate Flood inside the 45-metre line. Still Kate Flood now. Can she finish it off here with a goal scoring opportunity? Perhaps this will be a tremendous score if she gets it. Manages to turn round and puts it in and puts it over the crossbar. Tremendous persistence there by Kate Flood. Well, Kate Flood, we've seen what she can do at the very top level. Kate Flood has really been one of the leading lights for Louth over a long number of years, and she stuck at it and she got her awards. So we're down to a 1-point game, 1-4 to 6 points here at Park Esther and Newry. 12 minutes gone in the second half, and Kate Flood with a tremendous individual effort. Now Aisling Burns has the ball back here with Down, the Down goalkeeper, down towards this right corner as we look out from the stand. Questions now about Down and their character. Can they respond? But they're very much now being pinned back, and their lead, which stood at 6 points, remember, in the early stages of the game. Well, that seems a long time ago now. And you just imagine if Louth were to get an equalising point in this game psychologically, that would be a huge lift for them and a real downer for Down, let's say. Well, Down, perhaps there's still more in the tank and more to come for them now as we approach the 13th minute. Oh, that ball is played into space. Could be a chance on here of a goal. Louth have to be careful now to defend against this one. It's Sarah Doherty who has it. That one floated in and it's over the crossbar, and it's Leisha Duffy, the captain, who has got it. A badly needed response for Down because they have been under the cosh, but Leisha Duffy playing a captain's role with that score. That's left it now 1 goal and 5 to 6 points. 3 points of difference between the teams once again. Almost 14 minutes gone in the second half, and Down maintaining their advantage, but it is an edgy lead for them at this stage. Foul being committed there on Anya Breen at the centre of the field. Louth now just trying to pick up the pace of the game. Doesn't look to be any fatigue out there at the moment, certainly as in the Louth team anyway. They're certainly going at it and they have to. They're still chasing this game. Ball played down towards this corner. Lauren Boyle in a chase with it, and she has been brought to ground again. giving the full-back there, Ciara Bourne, a tough job this afternoon to try and keep her under tabs, but Lauren Boyle wins the free, and it's going to be Laura Collins to take it for Louth here, just outside the 20-metre line, stand side of the field. The second water of the break will be coming shortly as well. That ball flicked inside. Here is Denise McKenna, and that one is floated in, and it's gone right and wide from the Louth midfielder. 4 Louth wides in the second half. Just a little Louth beginning to get a little bit wasteful now. Chances coming and going for them in this second half when they have had the opportunities presented to them and just haven't been able to take enough of them. They still trail, but they're very much back in this game after that very tardy start in the opening 10 or 15 minutes of the game. They have it now once more inside their own half. Here is Shannon McLaughlin, the Louth captain. Ball played forward now. Here's Ailish Hand joining the attack. Ailish Hand of the Geraldines Club in Haggardstown. Ball breaking towards this near side. It's Anya Breen now has it. Anya Breen now coming forward with it, flicking it in towards Lauren Boyle. Lauren Boyle doing well to control it, staying on her feet still. Lauren Boyle now, can she get an angle for herself? Ball bobbling around, a couple of players trying to get their hands on it. Eventually the down defence does its job, and that one is intercepted, and the full back taking the credit there, rightly so. Ciara Bourne intercepting that one, and it's going to be a free out for Down, which Aisling Bournes is coming out to take on her own 20-metre line, and spots a player loose over on that far side, and that's Cara Cunningham. Cara Cunningham now with just over 15 minutes gone in the second half, so it's down by 3, 1 goal and 5 to 6 points. Down by 2, 1-5 to 6, and referee signalling that it's going to be the water break. In fact, yes, it's going to be our second and final water break. So 1-5 to 6 it stands here at the second and final water break, and a third quarter you'd have to say that Louth had the better of, but it was Down who extended their lead to 4 points with the opening score of the second half coming from Aisling Cull 2 minutes in, but then Louth enjoying probably their best spell of the game. They got the next 3 scores without reply, 2 of those coming from play. Laura Collins sending over a tremendous point 7 minutes in, Niamh Rice then adding a free soon after, and then a tremendous individual point from Kate Flood, managing to round a couple of challenges in the Down defence and somehow stuck it over the crossbar, and that put only 1 point between the teams, 1-4 to 6 points. But in fairness to Down, they were able to respond, and 2 minutes after that Kate Flood point, well, they latched on their second point of the second half. That left it after 14 minutes of play 1 goal and 5 points to 6 points. So still all to play for in this Group 4 match in the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Football Championship Group 4 clash, this round 2 fixture. So the players now breaking away from the water break. Wayne Freeman down in front of us here, issuing some instructions to his players. He'll be certainly happy at the way they've come back into this game. And there's another change, and Aisling Cull is being replaced.
Number 28, Emer Byrne, for number 14, Lauren Boyle.
So Lauren Boyle is coming off the field, and Emer Bourne of the St Machta's club is coming in. So there are a couple of changes on both teams. Aisling Cull has been taken off the Down team, so a couple more changes now, and I'm sure a factor as well in some of the decisions will be the hot day that it is and the soaring temperatures. That ball now quickly resuming with that kick out from Down, and they're coming on the attack now. Thought a bit going for the pass there was Aoife Keown, the Down midfielder. Ball now inside the Louth 45 metre line. Flick back again. Here's Una Lavery. Ball now played right down towards the edge of the square. That's a dangerous one. Ailish Hand trying to control it, but Down have their hands back in it once more. It's a substitute. That ball played in, but it amounts to nothing. It was the Down 18, I think it's Amy McGivern who may be into the action, and Louth now have turned over possession, and they're coming out of defence with it, and it's the Louth substitute now in possession. It's Emer Bourne looking to make an instant impression. Plays that ball, that's a good looking ball in as far as Niamh Rice. Niamh Rice now taking on her marker and manages to skip past a couple of challenges, goes for the score, and that one is just gone off target from Niamh Rice. Well, she did so much of the spade walk right, but unfortunately that effort just running past her in the end, and it's sent right and wide. That's Louth's 5th wide of this second half. They still trail by 2, 1-5 to 6 points. And kick out coming from Aisling Bournes out towards that far side of the field. It was through a couple of players' hands, but it's Louth who pick up that break, and they come forward now with it once more. Looking for possession is Rebecca Carr. Rebecca Carr taking that pass from Aoife Russell. Back into space now, giving chase after this one. Aoife Russell trying to control it this near side of the field. Aoife Russell out, flicking that ball forward. Coming onto it now is Laura Collins. Laura Collins, that's a good looking ball. Emer Bourne trying to get her hands on it, just didn't work out unfortunately for the Mockness player. And Down intercepting it and coming away with it once more. So two the difference between the teams. The intensity now picking up once again here. The crowd just beginning to get into it now as well, sensing the importance of this fixture. That ball into the hands, straight into the hands of the Louth captain Shannon McLaughlin. Louth now with Anya Breen. Short pass to Shannon McLaughlin once more. She likes to come forward inside the 45-metre line, picking out Niamh Rice. Niamh Rice now playing it right across. A little bit too much being asked there of Denise McKenna. High challenge going in there by Denise McKenna. Left her hand in, a high challenge, and the referee I think is going to have words with Denise McKenna for that challenge on Jessica Foy, the Down substitute. And will there be any action here taken, I wonder, by Maggie Farrelly? And Denise McKenna coming running over towards this near side. Well, Maggie Farrelly is going to, I think, have words perhaps with the linesman first before she decides on what or any action that needs to be taken. And she's going to consult here with one of the officials down on the near side, and Denise McKenna is now going to be called over by Maggie Farrelly, and signalling that there was a foul committed. So Denise McKenna is receiving a yellow card. So a yellow card for Denise McKenna arising out of that challenge. Not happy, too happy at that decision, Denise McKenna, and Down have the resulting free as well. So Denise McKenna is off the field, and Louth now facing a real battle, and ball now played up over the 45-metre line. So Down coming in the attack now inside the Louth half of the field. They're still leading this game 1-5 to 6 points, and they'll be looking now to take advantage with Denise McKenna gone off the field here for the visitors. Across the field it goes. Still no Down, just a patient build up from them. Ball in the possession now of looks like Natasha Ferris. Now can she finish it off with a score here? That ball is sent in, and it's gone right and wide on this occasion. Down's first wide of the second half, so it stays 1-5 to 6 points with almost 20 minutes gone in this second half. Down still looking probably the more likely to go on and win this game, but you just never know. That ball passing a couple of players, but it's Louth to pick up the loose one, and Emer Bourne now in possession of this one. She's going to leave it in fact to Laura Collins, taken short. Anya Breen now in possession. Anya Breen now sending it on, getting the return pass here. It's Emer Bourne once more. Emer Bourne, can she finish it off at a point? Emer Bourne sending it in, and it's just drifted off to the left and wide from Emer Bourne. And another wide for Louth. That is the fifth of this second half. Another change coming on the Down team. Sarah Doherty is coming off, and number 19 is coming in. That's Anne-Marie McGee. So another change on the Down team as our management team continue to empty their bench, and just looking I suppose for that little bit of inspiration now to try and push further clear and maybe seal the deal in this game. And Louth will have other ideas. Here comes the kick now from Aisling Bournes, picking out Orna Kelly. Up over the 45-metre line it goes. Down now coming the attack once more. Ball breaking towards this near side. It's with Kim White. Kim White now picking out Una Lavery. Una Lavery now forced to go further back out the field under pressure from Rebecca Carr. Spots a player though in space. Here's Aoife Keown now. Aoife Keown coming forward with it. Goes for the pass out towards the outside. Could be danger on here for Louth. That ball is sent in. It's going to fall short, and it's somehow. Well, Una Pearson had come for it. There was a player coming in at the far post, but doesn't connect with it. Connects with it, but it's off target, and it's gone left and wide. A re-let off there in that Louth defence. The ball following short, and it was the substitute. It was Amy McGivern who got her foot to it, but just couldn't connect on it properly and couldn't direct it past Una Pearson. So it stays 1-5-2, 6 points. The low scoring match here at Park Esler. We thought after the rush of early scores we were probably in for a score fest, but it hasn't quite materialised, and Louth eventually working their way back into it and still very much in it, but Down now coming in the attack. We're inside now the last 7 minutes here at Park Esler. 7 minutes or so to decide this one. Here's Aoife Keown once more, picking out Kim White. It wasn't the best of passes though. Louth coming underneath this one again, and there's a player on the ground. That's going to be a free out for Louth. And the clock now, Louth will be aware that the clock is now beginning to tick down on them. They're going to have to try and get those crucial scores. Another change in the Down team. Orna Kelly is coming off, and 17, that's Amy Green, is coming into the action here. Another change being made by Down. And now we're ready to go with this free for Louth. Taken down towards Rebecca Carr. And a little bit of an ambitious kick, but Rebecca Carr, that ball bobbling, and just suited her nicely that she was able to pick up that rebound in towards the centre. Louth now coming the attack here is Niamh Rice, dropping deep here, trying to make a bit of an impact. That ball played forward, that's an intelligent ball. It's Emer Bornow is coming forward with it. Emer Bornow, a bit of support coming from Laura Collins, and the free has been given away by Down, and this an opportunity perhaps for Louth. It was Niamh Rice, in fact, who won the free and is going to take the free on as well, Niamh Rice. So a chance here for Louth to narrow it again to a 1 point game. Absolutely crucial now for Louth that Niamh Rice scores this one. It would really set up a grandstand finish here at Park Esler. Here she comes now. Oh, and that's well off target from Niamh Rice. Normally you'd put your house on her kicking those ones over. Maybe it's the pressure of the occasion. That's 7 now. Louth wides have registered in this second half, and they still trail by those 2 points. 1-5 to 6 points. Have Down done enough to weather the storm in this game? You feel if they do get another score or two on the board in such a tight contest, it might be good enough. But Louth are just about still in this game, but they're not taking their opportunities, and they will certainly may well end up ruining all those missed chances in this second half. Here's midfielder now, Aoife Keown. Aoife Keown now close to the sideline. Under pressure now, Niamh Scullion does well to get the pass in. Down now beginning to retreat a bit. Cara Cunningham now has it. Across it goes. Down now just happy to probably keep ball now and try to not do anything stupid in defence. Megan Doherty has it. Megan Doherty now picking out Orla Duffy. Down now slowly but surely working their way further up the field. Pulling the jersey there. It was Anne-Marie McGee getting her hands on it. Right across it goes now to another of the subs, Amy Green. Amy Green to her outside. Louth just happy for Down just to play it laterally across the field at the moment. But Louth have to realise now that they need to get their hands back on this ball and do something special in the closing few minutes. Otherwise, they're looking at a defeat in their opening fixture of this campaign. Here's Cara Cunningham once more. Down doing well to retain this possession. Amy Green now to Niamh Scullion again. Niamh Scullion thought about the forward pass, but decides just to play it around instead. Just in the middle third of the field with Una Lavery. Still Down retaining it, and with Niamh Scullion. Now they may have something going for themselves here. Now it's struggling just to close this move down. Player on the overlap, could be a chance on here. Difficult angle though. Still Down coming in the attack, trying to get their challenge in there. Looks like Eilish Hand or good play in the end, and Louth managed to cut that one out. Now Eilish Hand has her hands on it, coming out of defence with it, but loses possession just over there for a moment. Down have won it back. Good play there by Down. Tenacious play, you'd have to say. Back it goes now. Still Down coming in the attack, leading by 2 points. It's a delicate lead at this stage of the game. Almost 26 minutes gone in this second half. Now joining the attack, Cara Cunningham. Still Cara Cunningham now trying to stand her up here is Emer Bourne. Still Cunningham though, cutting inside the 13 metre line. Difficult angle for her. She's forced to go back, looking for support. Louth trying to break up this Down move. Played low in towards the centre. Could be danger on here. Could be an opportunity, and it's Natasha Ferris sending it in and sends it left and wide. Left and wide from Natasha Ferris. It's Down second wide of the second half. On the stopwatch, we have 3 minutes or so of normal time to go. Another change coming in the Louth team. Roisin Kavanagh of the St Feckin's Club in Termon Feckin is coming onto the field. So that's another change on the Louth team. And coming off the field, it's Laura Collins. So Newtown Blues girl Laura Collins is off, and it is Roisin Kavanagh wearing 24, the latest Louth change, and straight away Roisin Kavanagh getting possession of that one. It takes a deflection, and Megan Doherty now is going to be spoken to here by the referee for that challenge, and the crowd getting very animated down in front of us. Megan Doherty is going to be spoken to here, I think, by the referee for that challenge. Could be a card perhaps here for Megan Doherty. Louth are trying to get on with it quickly because they know time is beginning to run out of them in this game. And Megan Doherty being spoken to now by Maggie Farrelly, the referee, and it is a yellow card for Megan Doherty. She's off the field. So Denise McKenna seeing yellow earlier, and now Megan Doherty as well. So that didn't meet with the approval of the Down supporters down in front of us here, but now Louth getting on with it. They need scores. It's Ciara Nolan. Ciara Nolan gets the free. 2 points the difference between the teams. We haven't had a score in this final quarter yet since the water break. Here's Emer Bourne now. Can they get a score now and give themselves a chance? And that's a tremendous block. It was Una Lavery getting her knee in the way of that one, and it's gone out. It might actually have gone off Emer Bourne. It mightn't have actually taken a deflection. It looks as if it's gone for a kick out. It is going to be a kick out indeed, and that'll waste up a few valuable seconds for Down in this game. Aisling Bourne's just waiting for a ball to be thrown back to her for this kick out, and still waiting, no ball yet. I don't know where it's ended up. There's another one now being kicked out. 2 balls actually being kicked out in the field. One from the Down in front of us here, the Down area, and one from Louth as well. But now I think we are ready to get going again. And Aisling Bourne's with a minute of normal time to go. There will be a bit of time to be added though. Here's a short kick out, picking out Aoife Keown. Aisling Bourne's from that short kick out. Here comes Amy Green now. That ball flicked forward. It's the subs combining well. Amy McGivern back again to Aoife Keown. Aoife Keown Down looking at victory now and sealing their place in the knockout stages. That ball falling into space. Louth have to get their hands on this one. It's dropped though. Could be a scoring chance on here for another goal perhaps. And well saved by Una Pearson. And I think it was Aoife Laverty, the player, with the opportunity, but it's been smothered and it's been saved by Una Pearson. She got down well to her right hand side and kept it out of the back of the net. That would certainly have sealed it for Down, but it has gone out the expense of a 45. Glorious chance there for Down to finally put this game to bed, but they don't take the opportunity. Credit to Una Pearson, who saved it well, but it is a 45. Standing over the ball here is Amy McGivern. McGivern now decides to go short with it. This is danger. Could be a chance on here, and that is gone over the crossbar. The score has been got, and it is Natasha Ferris with the point, and that surely may well seal it here. Natasha Ferris with the point for Down. That now leaves it 1 goal and 6 points to 6 points. We've had a score at long last in this game, coming from that short 45. Louth now trailing by a goal. They need a goal to force extra time in this game. Here's Rebecca Carr flicking that ball forward into space. It's Emer Bourne who has it. Emer Bourne now back to Niamh Rice. Niamh Rice now going down a blind alley. Can she finish it off at a point? It's going to go short. Aisling Bourne, and it hops in front of Aisling Bourne's, and it's gone over the crossbar. Well, it's a point for Louth. Aisling Bourne's allowing it to drop over her head. Emer Bourne with the score. Another change coming on the Down team. It's now 1 goal and 6. That's 9. It's 7 points for Down. Number 25 coming in for Down now. That's Kate McKay. Kate McKay coming in now for the last few minutes of this game. And it is Aoife Keown, the Down midfielder. Tremendous display by Aoife Keown, getting through an awful lot of work, and a great work rate from her this afternoon. She's off now in the dying stages of this game. We've played 61 minutes and 16 seconds exactly. So the last few minutes here, is there a winning goal here for Louth? Can Down register another score and just keep that bit of daylight between the teams? They'll be happy now just to maintain possession perhaps. That might be the instruction, I'd say, just to waste up a little bit more time and try to defend this 2-point lead. Denise McKenna is back onto the field after the yellow card, so Louth now back to the full complement. Denise McKenna has rejoined the action. Ball now down towards the corner. Down trying to keep it in play, and I think it's gone out. Well, it's just about, it has gone out of play in fact, and it's going to be a sideline ball for Louth. Thought it might have actually been kept in play, but it hasn't. In fact, I think there actually was a foul committed. The linesman is out to talk to Maggie Farrelly now, and the the two of them in conversation. And it's going to be actually a down ball, I think. That's the way it's looking. Or is it? Well, the Louth player is looking for the ball back. We just have to wait and see what's going to happen. It is going to be a sideline ball for down. And this will waste up just some valuable time in the closing stages. Ball played short. Now it's with Amy Green. Amy Green flicking it inside, intercepted by Louth. Might still be one final opportunity for them. There was a foul committed there on Emer Murray. Louth trying to keep it desperately in play. Emer Bourne does exceptionally well. One last throw of the dice here by Louth. Perhaps they need a goal to try and win it here. Ball played forward. This is Kieran Nolan inside the 45-metre line. They needed getting in around goal. Still Kieran Nolan. Referee blows his whistle. She's been fouled. The free has gone Louth's way. Niamh Rice taking it quickly over towards this near side of the field. Player in possession now is Emer Bourne once again in towards the middle. Still Louth going forward now. Player in possession here. It's the Louth substitute Roisin Kavanagh just about. It's intercepted and it's taken away by Down. And there is the full-time whistle. And Down have won enough. Louth with one final opportunity. And it amounted to nothing. They couldn't get the goal. And they have Louth have lost here. Down have won it 1-6 to 7 points. You couldn't say they made light work of it after the brilliant start they made in the game, but they were put to the pin of their collar by Louth at various stages. But Louth crucially couldn't get any closer than what they got it down to a 1 point game at one stage, but that was as good as it got for them. They just couldn't get that equalising score in the match, and despite their best efforts, well, they have come up short here. Second half, the third quarter, Louth enjoying the better of it. They scored their opponents 3-2 in that third quarter. The scores really drying up though in the final quarter, and Natasha Ennis making it a 1-goal game with her score to leave it 1-6 to 6 points. Emer Bourne with that Louth point on 32 minutes to leave 2 points of difference. Louth had one final opportunity to salvage something, didn't quite work out for them in the end. So Down will be happy. They've certainly a lot to work on now, marching on to the knockout stages of the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Football Championship as they prepare now for the knockout stages. For Louth, well, they will certainly regret the start they made in the game, and giving Down such a head start, they'll be happy at the way they came back into it and really made a game of it in the second half, but they have come up short in the end by those 2 points. So 1-6 to 7 points is the final score here at Park Estler and Newry. Down into the knockout stages, they will finish top of Group 4, and it means that Louth now will play Offaly in the final fixture, and the winners of that game will advance along with Down out of Group 4 to the knockout stages. But a reminder again of the final score here as we finish up on our coverage, our streaming coverage here of the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Football Championship. It's victory for Down. The hosts here have beaten Louth, their neighbours, 1 goal and 6 points to 7 points.